Hi, welcome to the channel. When the latest balanced data slate came out, my initial thoughts were that Tau had actually lost out. Mainly because their points went down, but so did a lot of other armies, so their parity remained the same. Their faction rule is still a bit met and includes a negative element, and also observer chaining has been shut down. And it's only since diving into what has actually changed with the points do you see the faction has done really well. Being honest, it's felt like the meta results has had them at a much lower win rate than you'd expect, but now the gatekeepers have been nerfed, the Tau are ascending. A few things of note: the Tau now is not worth taking, it is a casualty. Crews aren't really worth it, apart from maybe the Hounds, just for the fast mission play even though they can't hold an objective. Tau give away lots of points to bring it down for those people that are taking fixed secondaries. There's a lot of infiltrate and scout in the army, so they are a tricksy army in deployments. There's a lot of fall back and shoot, which is great as it's not that common this edition. Suits can often ignore shooting modifiers. Tau get better as the game goes on. Turn 3 onwards they get exploding hits and it really starts adding up. And there's also an enhancement to have one unit starting in turn 2. What are the outstanding units and the things that everyone should and will be taking in their lists? Darkstrider, Pathfinders and perhaps a Devilfish. All are now cheaper, Scout 7 which passes to the Transport 2, or take the drone to give Pathfinders Infiltrate and Darkstrider already has it. Tau has a lot of infiltrators I've already mentioned, so perhaps it's not needed on this squad. But take a gun drone with the squad to allow them to advance and observe and do actions. Together the Pathfinders get +1 to wound, and have a drone to make charges against them at -2 inches. Coupled with Darkstrider's 12-inch deep strike denial, that squad has an amazing job of screening the board. The denial ability is so strong and is an auto take, especially as it's a hard counter against demons, Grey Knights and Tyranid, Ripper and Spore Mine spam. The unit observes for 2 units, and for 1 CP they can be given +1 to hit as well. Loads of play options with and without the transports, you've got to take them. The Ghostkeel. Not only my son's favourite model, but reduced by 10 points to 160, a real auto-take for any list. Infiltrate, Stealth, Movement 10, Toughness 8, 2+ save, 12 rooms, also Lone Operative. It's going to be controlling the board, hard to target, and it's pretty durable. It's got fall back and shoot, and you can also use that to fall back and do actions, not just shoot. It's got 2 stealth drones, which can change damage to 0, and it can do that twice, and that's ranged or melee. It also has a couple of good guns, but it's mainly there to annoy your opponents. Run a minimum 2, but you'd be happy taking 3. Stick it in the centre and forces your opponents to come to you. They have to get within 12 to target it, and then they need a lot of firepower to actually take it out. Don't worry about charging into stuff as well to tie out your opponents, it's durable and annoying for them. And a couple of standout characters. Shadow Sun, 140 points, down to 100 points. It was already good anyway, it's got to be an auto take. She's Lone Operative, which is really powerful. Stealth and -1 to wound, also infiltrates, but has a reroll 1's aura to hit. She also gets fall back and shoot, which is nice and handy, and having the infantry keyword, she plays a nice part supporting and buffing. Farsight, down 30 points to 90, and brings a new dimension to crisis suits by playing them super aggressively. If you get within 9 inches of your target, the unit gets +1 to wound, which really helps them punch up, and it's worth charging into them to finish off a unit as well, as he has melee. At strength 10, it's worth using Tank Shock, and once per battle he can give himself full rerolls to hit and wound, not forgetting his +1 to wound is also in melee. You need at least 1 Cold Star commander. He has 4 guns and gives crisis suits movement 12 instead, and assault, which is key. Cheap for the firepower and elevates the crisis suits. Take the enhancement exemplar of the Cayenne to mean the exploding 6s starts on turn 2. And on a big crisis blob, that's scary. Just be mindful of running too many commanders as being characters. It does make Tau give up lots of points and assassinate. And they already help your opponent max out, bring it down. Now for the Tau meme unit. The crisis suits. Everyone loves them and's talking about them, and to be honest, they are an auto pick. Kitted out with shield drone and 3 cyclic iron blaster seems to be best. 9 shots each at 1 or 2 damage with that chance of killing yourself for rolling 1s for hazardous. The point is they drop in, kill a high value target with overcharged weapons, perhaps kill themselves, but they are 180 points for 3, and you don't have to always overcharge as you're relying on weight of dice. They do need spotting for, so I'd advise the Tetras or stealth suits, which works best. They're a perfect target for rapid ingress and strike and fade, but apart from their damage, they're also really fast. With that Cold Star commander for move 12, they also auto advance 6, and with assault, it means they can still shoot. That's a massive threat range, and probably a surprise for your opponent. Some of the key spotting units have gone down as well. Stealth suits have gone down to 60 points. They have infiltrate and stealth, and they can rapid ingress for free. The reason for calling them out is they give reroll 1s to wound for guided units, and that's probably the best observer buff available. The other amazing observer that everyone seems to be taking are the Forge World Tetras. 80 points for 2, not changed in price, but toughness 7, 7 wounds, and they're actually small models. They have infiltrate, movement 14, so really fast, get around the board, they've got mission play, and the key thing is that they give reroll all hits for the guided unit. You probably want to take 2 units of these. There are actually so many winners in the points drop, but some other key ones to mention. The Riptide down 55 points, which seems crazy. And what's even more crazy is that it's not even an auto pick with that. And that's because of how strong other tower units are. Breaches are really nice, they screen and move block well. Lots of shots at ballistic skill 3+ and an OC2 for grabbing objectives. They also have a drone for -2 to charge against the unit. And I've already mentioned Croot Hounds, 30 points, and they've got Scout 9, really good for your secondary mission play. So Tower are going to be the best army at the moment. Or are they? Let me know in the comments which army you think is best. I'll see you again soon. Bye.